What's up, YouTubers, gamers, and hobbyists? Welcome to Chill with Pete. It's time to chill, have a coffee break, catch up on life, etc. Let's go. I've got my coffee. It's cooling nicely. Nicely, I got it here. I have been, you may have known from a couple of videos, I've starting to sort out my hobby room somewhat, make it a little bit more accessible for finding things like books, games, etc. So I know where things are and what I've got. Now, books is a prime example. Have I got this? Have I got it? You know, in the past I've bought 2 copies of a book because I'd forgotten I already owned it. That's how bad, things have got, in the past. I thought to myself, I don't want to make that mistake again. So, it's time to sort my room out. It's still a work in progress, and I suspect it always will be, constantly a work in progress. But that's okay. It has evolved somewhat. It's getting there. It's getting a lot there, so to speak. So I'm pleased with that. I've been getting more World of Darkness books. They're behind me, as you can see, and I'm interested in getting all the editions and that now. And I'm like, I think I just go looking for a money drain sometimes. Is there nothing else I could spend my money on? Yes, loads of things, but I get caught up in these exotic, romantic obsessions of games I used to be into, etc. And I am determined not to buy the Talislanta books, because that was another era of role-playing that I was heavily invested into. No, stop it there. World of Darkness, yeah, I think that's going to be a good fit for solo play. We'll find out eventually, won't we? Yeah, of course we'll find out, but yeah, I think it will be a good fit. Got all the books I need for D&D. I found I found a model I wanted to play for one of my main characters, a halfling rogue. Although the model is actually a halfling ranger, but he can be a rogue, can't he? It's pretty cool. It's a Reaper Bones classic, and so yeah, so that's going to be good. Finished up my fighting pit. I did get it on the turntable, but I wasn't entirely happy with. I need a better background, but yeah, I'm still going to put it up probably, but yeah, that's going to be a work in progress. I could do just like a white or neutral background, so not to distract from the model itself. So that's something I need to work on. I haven't painted anything for a while, it feels, and I've got some terrain to get through, so that's going to be good. And that's just going to be for, I'm not waiting to start my RPG game until I've painted everything. That can be for future games down the line. I'm just going to get going with it. And as for World of Darkness, I've come to the decision, yes, I'm going to get some figures for it, 32mm, but essentially I'm going to, when I do come to start playing that game, I'm just going to start playing it whether I've got miniatures painted or not. I mean, theatre of the mind for that particular game is best, I feel. The horrors in the mind more, it's more atmospheric, bit like Alien, really. The real horror is what you create in your own mind, isn't it? And that's that's what makes the game, I think. Right, time to see if I can have a sip of coffee, and this is real coffee of an evening. It's Saturday evening, and I'm drinking real coffee. Normally I'm on the decaf at this time of day, but yeah, I'm trying to chill out. I need to chill out from my week, etc. I've done 2 fire pits this weekend so far. Our daughter's up and staying, and she's one. She's a she is a guest that just likes to chill out, and easy to please, you know. So we, rather than going around to different pubs and bars and whatever, we can just sit around a fire pit, have some snacks, a couple of drinks there, or even soft drinks. We're doing soft drinks today, and yeah, just relaxing, and it's great. I love it. I love being by an open fire because I don't know, something about it, like the seeing firsthand how alive the flames are, which of course they are. You know, if you can see them moving around, you know, they're growing with the fuel and burning. You know, and it's just mesmerising. I love it. Yeah, going through all the driftwood that I've picked up recently. Loads of it. I got loads of driftwood, and I got through all that. But logs, that's the thing. Hard to come by. I mean, a friend of ours, you know, a newfound friend from different places we go, and we just get to know people. Is a wood turner, and ends up with a lot of ends of logs and bits of wood. So brought around a couple bags for us, and that's great. That's fantastic, you know, and you know, because it saves a lot of money in the long run, doesn't it? You buy logs for like a fiver a go almost, and yeah, it soon goes. Kindling and whatever else, you know. So that's been good. I'm going to share with you guys, like health wise. I feel on the verge of a relapse, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think I'm going to be alright, but it's scarily on the verge, and I don't want it to happen, because it never happens, of course, at a good point in life or working life, particularly. You know, I mean, it's like when you have an accident. It's never a good time. Or breaking down is a better example. You never break down at a good time, do you? So it's like my body's the vehicle. Felt like it was on the verge of breaking down. Little telltale signs. Fatigue comes on more often than normal. The struggle to get up from a chair or a sofa or a bed, or not wanting to get up in the morning. That's little telltale signs. And being unsteady, and it's like, oh, please no, I really don't want to have a relapse now. All that said, I think, fingers crossed, I think I'm going to be okay. So I've got a great support behind me. So with everything I could ever wish for to aid me, and it's just sometimes it's difficult if you don't know I've got MS, and I've been diagnosed for many years now. It gets to me sometimes, the muscle spasms, which I never used to have. I find them incredibly painful, and I find them a pain in the butt when I just want to get out of bed, like to go to the loo or something, and I'm having to combat all these pains that are shooting through my legs and arms and body, and it's like, ugh. Sometimes I just want to break from it, but you know, such is the way of things. But anyway, not going to keep on about that. You don't want to know about that. What have I got on my bench? Well, I've still got all those little figures that I was, you know, from the role-playing stuff, the Age of Sigmar, like warriors that I want to paint up for gladiators, kind of semi-giants. And the fact that they're on a bigger scale than your standard 28mm, because they're heroic scale and they're bigger anyway, it makes them look like almost like giants compared to a normal scale model, and that's kind of what I want for them, because they're going to play an integral part in my campaign, and so I just need to get them painted. It's not that I'm waiting to paint them up before I start my game. I just need a lot of time to read through certain stuff before I start my game, and that's it. And that's the truth. It's not even procrastination, really. Well, I suppose it is, but it's not purposeful procrastination. I'm just waiting to have the time. Apologies, by the way, if my words get all skew with, and that's another telltale sign of an approaching relapse. But like I say, there's something in the back of my brain which tells me it's not going to happen. But if I should mix my words up, say the wrong words for the wrong meaning, apologies. That's why. Okay. So my wife is going tomorrow. My wife is going to be heading down to Plymouth. Our daughter came up on the train, so going to drive her back down to Plymouth as well, because our daughter lives in Plymouth. And this will be the furthest Mrs. Mini Warzone has driven in our new car, because we've got a new car now. So I think she'll be good with that, though. Yeah, she's a bit excited about that. She's done short journeys in it, but a longer journey. And the comfort of the new car is the big one. It's oh, excuse me. Yeah, the comfort is the big factor in this car, and it is a comfortable car, I have to say. It's great for me getting in and out. Much easier for me to get in and out than our old one. I loved our old one. Mrs. Mini Warzone really loved our old one, our old Fiat 500, our Bath. But we have to be sensible. We have to adapt to our needs for now. And I said, I don't like putting a crimp on, your enjoyment of a certain car. And she said, well, I've got to future-proof it for myself as well, because, the day will come when I'm struggling to get in and out of a low vehicle. So, we might as well get used to it now, and because it's more rural here where we live in the AOMB, and the Arbath sports car was more of a city car. It's not really designed for the roads around here, and so we've gone for a more sensible, like a mini SUV type thing. So yeah, so that's us with that. Car Park Cat was there today, Sandy. He was laying in the sun, enjoying the sun. He loves it here when the sun comes out. I mean, don't we all? So life is so much better, isn't it, when the sun is shining, I find. But I love it because it means I know I'm going to see more of him, as opposed to when it's cold and wet. Yes, he's there sometimes, but I know he goes off to find shelter in different places and that, so there are times when you don't see him when that kind of weather hits us. But it's been good weather lately, so I'm pleased about that. So the books you see behind me, apart from all those are recent purchases, and and it's kind of it's not that I'm not into the modelling or models anymore. It's that physically I don't have the space to get any more right now this second. I've got more than enough to keep me going for a long time. My retirement shelf beckons. That's what I call it. I call it my retirement shelf, with all my models I have yet to do on. So it is kind of a switch to the role-playing side, where what I'll be getting is books, and I can store them easier. You can't see down there, but another two shelves full of books, and it's still I still find it exciting to get a decent book, because the books, they're not cheap, are they? Role playing books. Let's be honest. Whether you're whether you're buying like brand new role playing books, which that one there is, or you're buying out of print games, they're still expensive. Some of them, if for good conditioned ones. And some of those books are 30 years old, so they're to get good condition of them. Yeah, you can still get the good condition ones, but man, they cost a lot more, and they really do cost a lot more. So, what are you gonna do? I want them. It makes me feel good. It's exciting though. A lot of role playing games ahead of me. So if I just swivel my chair, just briefly, I've got Alien, Call of Cthulhu, The One Ring. Oh, goodness knows how many versions of Dungeons and Dragons, Forbidden Lands, Judge Dredd. I might even come to that one day. You never know. I used to play that back in the 80s, and the World of Darkness stuff. So a lot of role playing coming. Oh, and I'm forgetting some. Star Trek, another one. I'm forgetting that. So a lot of role playing awaits me in the future. So I'm excited for that, and I've got a lot of reading to do. Let's put it that way. So that's what I want to do. I while away my days reading, but sadly, still got to work these days. Few years yet, but yeah. Once I've reached my goal and I've got more time on my hands, I've got a lot of things to fill that time. So the future is good. Future's looking good right now. So yes. Back on a personal note, I've been really missing my boy Rufus these last few weeks, more than usual. I mean, Rufus was my dog of 19 years, who, sadly, just before Christmas, he left me. And where I live, you see, every other person has a dog or dogs, and it's a constant reminder. Yeah, I don't have miss having my buddy, but as much as I miss him, and now I'm missing having a dog as well. I mean, we've still got the cat, Lucian, and he's great. He's fantastic, and I love him to bits. And of course, Sandy, the car park cat, although he doesn't come in here. He lives outside. I am missing having a dog, because this is the longest I've ever been in my life since I've been born. Longest I've ever been without a dog. And it is, when you've had a dog, and you've had lots of dogs, and when you've had as many as I have, not having one is odd. It's very, very strange. And when my wife goes down to Plymouth, she goes down there for work, because she's got to be in on the site on Monday. Although I've got the cat, he kind of does his own thing, so you kind of feel like you're left to your own devices a bit. Whereas before, I mean, when you got a dog, he follows you around. He does what he wants to do, what you want to do. He wants to please you, and or go to sleep when he's a bit older. But yeah, I miss the company. I don't think it'd be fair at the moment to get a dog. I don't think I'm fit enough just yet to be dealing with a younger dog. I mean, the thing with Rufus is he got to the point where he couldn't really go for walks, so we ended up getting him a pet stroller, like a sort of almost like a child's buggy they look, but they're for pets. So you'd strap him in there and he'd love it, you know. I could wheel him around to my heart's content, you know, and he loved it, sniffing the air. We'd get down to the beach, he'd stand up and just like sniff the air, and he knew where he was, and he seemed all very happy about it. And bless him, he's a very optimistic, cheery boy. He was. Anyway, so that's that. Playing this last month, I've played a lot of Zombicide. Yes, I told you, didn't I? Friend of ours, we got a friend of ours into it. Which was funny because she was expecting to not like it, but she was going to play it out of social politeness, and then she couldn't get enough of it, and then she kept on, oh, can we just play another game? Like, you know, yeah, go on then. And I suspect heavily the next time she comes up, she'll be wanting to play Zombicide, so I better get my ass in gear and start painting up some of the expansions for it, so we can do extra stuff. So that'd be fun, wouldn't it? That'd be very fun. And extra zombies and different missions, and that'd be real fun, I think. So look forward to that. I'm looking here, you can't see it, but over that direction, that's my nostalgia shelf. And now that I've started to organise books properly, it's kind of giving me a bit more space over there. That means, hopefully, with a bit more tweaking around, moving some stuff around, hopefully, I can expand my nostalgia shelf, because I've got lots yet to add to it that I want to get for it. A couple of things spring to mind. A Sinclair ZX81 and a Sinclair ZX Spectrum I would like to have on my nostalgia shelf. Maybe even a Commodore 64. I don't know. They don't need to be working, because I'm not going to be plugging them in or anything. Just to have on the shelf for nostalgia. I feel blessed to have grown up as a young, you know, as a young person through the beginnings of the home computer era. Yeah, I feel blessed to have lived through that era, where we used to sit around a school field, argue about what computer was best, what games were best. Yeah, I used to go through all the latest computer game magazines at the time, like Big K and what was the other one, Zap 64, Sinclair Programs, and all that stuff. Sinclair User. And there's loads of them. I remember Big K though. That is a good one. And having those items around, it's just gonna. I won't say it will complete my nostalgia shelf, because I've got a ton of stuff to get for it. I could do a clearing one side pretty much and starting from scratch, but the trouble is I don't know where I'm going to clear the stuff to. I've put a load of stuff away in the loft that I know I'm not going to get to anytime soon, but you know, it's that kind of, but I don't want to throw it away kind of stuff, or give it to charity type thing. I wouldn't throw it away, I'd give it to charity, but you know, that's, yeah, I'm a bit of a hoarder, but not as bad as I used to be. I think I'm a lot better than I was. I still like chess sets as well. I have a soft spot for chess sets. I've got a few chess sets. I like, you know, nice board and big pieces and chunky wooden pieces, or marble or stone, or even plastic if it's made right, you know, but not the hollow ones, the solid pieces. It gives it a bit more, it feels just more better in my hand, you know. I remember at school I used to be a member of the chess club, and I've always loved the game of chess. I learned to play it at a very young age, because my dad and my brothers were always playing it, and so I was watching games being played around, and I was fascinated with how each piece moved, and so I asked to be shown how each piece moves and learn the rules, and I could play it at a very young age. Obviously, I couldn't play it very well, but I knew the rules. I knew how each piece moved, and I was able to play a game. So, yeah. But I was at primary school not long after going to Plymouth. There was a chess club, and I joined that. A friend of mine and we used to play chess during like lunch breaks and different things like that. And even when we went to secondary school, you could hire chess sets from the library. I used to do that sometimes, and sometimes you didn't get to finish your game, but we'd map out all the pieces on the board and write down whose go it was. And, we continue the game the following day. And, I have fond memories of doing that. So, yeah, I don't know if that's why I've always had a soft spot for chess sets. I like the different styles of chess pieces you get. I'm not a fan of novelty chess sets like, I don't know, like the Simpsons chess, or Marvel superheroes chess set or something. I'm not a fan of that kind of thing. I'm not even a fan of fantasy chess sets. Where they've got really cool pieces, and that, they are exquisite, but I like proper chess pieces. That's just me. Also like drafts as well. Obviously not as intricate as chess, but yeah. So yeah, so I know I will be using them. So they've got to stay. Unfortunately, there's still a few more things I could relocate, as it were. But for now, I suppose 95% of what I've got in here will be staying in here. It's just a matter of tweaking the area and optimizing the space I have. Might even need to, I don't know, get another shelving racking system. Might do. Might not. But I might do. Because the wooden shelving systems, bookcases, whatever you want to call it, yeah, they're good, but they don't last all that long. And if you've got heavy stuff in the middle, they do bow. Thankfully, I don't have heavy stuff on there at the moment. But yeah, they're just, they're not, they don't seem to be made to last long. So, whereas these plastic, that's only a small one there behind me, but these plastic racking shelves, they're sturdy as you like. They can really hold some weight on them, and I like that. So yeah, so that's good. That's good. Yeah, I don't think there's too much else to catch you up on. I say, been playing Zombicide a lot lately. Loving the sun. These last few days been glorious, beautiful weather. Hasn't always been the warmest, but the sun has been out, and today was the very first time I was sat in the sun, and I thought, I'm too hot here. So I, took my jacket off and just down into shorts and t-shirt, and I was able to, and I'll sit in the shade for a little bit. Yeah, so that was nice, very nice. More to come, hopefully. Hey, looking forward to the summer weather. Let's see if I can get some more coffee down me. What time have we got here? This is a long chill with Pete, and I apologise for that. It could be talking slower because I'm not at optimum right now, so I could be talking slower. I don't know, just organising my thoughts, I guess. it is a video diary. Not that I'm super finicky about having precise exact dates, but yeah, as long as I know roughly, and they get uploaded to YouTube, and I can see, you know, more or less how long ago it was, you know, whether it was a year ago or months ago, or, you know. So it is a video diary, this, and one day I'll look back on them all and I'll kind of revisit what I went through in my life, and it's good actually to see old videos. If you look at an old video, to see, oh wow, you know, I was when I talk about these on these videos, when I talk about things that are going on in real life, and I will do that, and I'll look back on an old one and I go, oh wow, yeah, I was going through that then, or that was happening then. Yeah, I remember that. Look how far we've come. Yeah, I know, it's good. The sea was calm today down the seafront. I went in my local hobby shop because they've recently expanded, more area out the back and a bigger shop area. It's great, loving that. And you can literally walk around, people playing Warhammer in there like you would in a Games Workshop, really. At the back, it's not always Warhammer games going on, but a lot of the time it's Warhammer, and that's cool. That's good to see. I like that. So yeah, that's good. Always good. Yeah. It's just a good vibe in there, you know. And I went in there today, and I came out without buying anything, and that's probably the third time I've ever been in there since I've been here and not bought anything. I think that was the third occasion since I've been here. And I've been here 16 months now. Yeah, 16 months. Time don't now fly. Anyway, I'm going to finish this coffee. Coffee done. Sorry to have kept you so long. It's because I'm not quite there at the moment, and I need to offload stuff. So, but thank you ever so much for watching. I cannot articulate how much it means to me to have you watch this video and follow it, maybe like it. Thank you. That I'm grateful for that. Really, really grateful. Thank you very much. Anyway, I'm going to go hopefully make a different type of video now, and yeah, catch you on another video. Don't forget, all brushes lead to war. See you there. Bye for now. Bye bye.